theatre here in Australia, it's thrilling to know that the great story about Buddy Holly is still doing such terrific business. It played at packed houses in Sydney, it's playing now in Melbourne, it's got a huge tour ahead of it, and I can recommend it as just a wonderful theatrical experience. It's more than just a show, it's one where, particularly if you happen to be in certain age groups, your life actually just flows before you because the memories flood back, and with a lot of pleasure too. And I'd like to introduce to you Jeremy Stanford, and he is the buddy of the Australian production, and it's great to have you on the show.
Nice to meet you.
Jeremy, you've got the gang here, which I'll meet them in just a few moments' time. We're still waiting for sound, actually, on the Celeste over there, but we'll get it whilst we're chatting away. When did you join the show, Jeremy?
Well, I've been with it about 9 months now, which has been quite a while, but I've been doing the actual lead for about 4, because we've had an American guy out here and an English guy as well. And
you're the first Aussie?
First Aussie, yeah.
Good feeling, eh?
Yeah.
Good feeling.
Well, there is another guy doing it, which is Scott Robin, and he's the alternate as well, and so there's 2 of us doing it.
He's an Australian?
Yep.
That's great.
So it's an all-Australian cast now, which is fantastic.
What did you know about Buddy Holly before you got the gig?
Nothing. No, or nothing. It's true. I thought, well, you know, I like some of his songs, and that'll be the day. Oh, that's a song I remember, but it wasn't like I was a fan or anything. But as soon as I started doing the research to look at what he did in his songs and learning about him, I started becoming a fan real quick.
What was his first hit?
That'll be the day.
That's right. I was in radio at that time. I guess we're talking about 56, 57.
That's right,
yeah. And I think I was pretty close to the first announcer on Australian radio to play a Buddy Holly.
Were you really?
Yeah, I think so. Pretty close to it anyway. Yeah. And it was quite an amazing thing because there were photographs around of Buddy Holly, but I mean, he didn't have a Presley look. He didn't have even back in that era, a Johnny Ray sort of stance. He was so totally different.
Totally himself. That was his whole, the whole aura about Buddy Holly was that he did things his own way, and he actually changed music, changed rock and roll music really, because it was the first time that music had been arranged to like a 3-piece outfit.
Sure, and the interesting thing too, Jeremy, is that there are so many people in latter years who trace their beginnings and their inspirations back not to Presley, not to the Beatles, but to Buddy Holly.
That's right. Paul McCartney and John Lennon would say the same thing, and the Rolling Stones, a lot of bands, and particularly at the start of the 60s, were like trying to get any Buddy Holly record they could so they could sit down and play the chords and find out how he'd structure things so that they could copy it. And that's how Love Me Do came, was because they'd sit down and try.
Sure.
And
I've got to ask you, there's a cricket who has joined you this morning on the show. Let me meet the gang, and perhaps we'll leave her to last. Make that the piece de resistance. You introduce me to the guy.
This is Tony Brown.
Hello, Tony. Nice to meet you.
The drums.
I know Dan.
This is Dan Rondeau.
Hey, good to see you.
The bass. And this is Kate Hood.
Hello, Kate. How do you do? And how come Kate is there? I mean, that obviously was part of the Holly story, wasn't it?
Well, yeah. She was married to Norman Petty, who was their producer.
Yep.
And she happened to play piano, and so in the sessions, he said, "Go on, Vi, get onto the piano." And so you hear her on things like Rave On the song that we're going to play today, which is Every Day. You can hear her playing the Celeste in the background, and so she was quite instrumental in the first sessions to getting the sound happening.
Well, you've got for someone who's in the background, you've got a very, very important part to play, haven't you?
Absolutely.
You don't need drums, you're going to...
No, this is an old, ancient type of drumming I'm going to do today.
Oh, lovely. Okay. And that's how it was done on the record?
Exactly, yeah.
Terrific. So which is the song again you're going to do?
Every Day.
Okay, well, let's have a listen to... Let's relive some wonderful memories of Buddy Holly... There go the glasses. Buddy Holly and the Crickets.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Every day it's getting closer, going faster than a roller coaster. Love like yours will surely come my way. Hey. Every day it's getting faster. Everyone, so go ahead and ask her. Love like yours will surely come my way. Hey. Every day seems a little longer. Every way love's getting stronger. Come what may, do you ever long for true love from me? Every day it's getting closer, going faster than a roller coaster. Love like yours will surely come my way. Hey.
Just great. Just wonderful. And a thought went through my mind. Are you married?
No.
Just imagine you meeting a girl and saying, and what do you do for a living? Oh, well, I
slap my knees.
yeah, I slap my knees.
I think that's what he did, actually.
Yeah.
And,
That's just terrific. Speaking of slapping, I know that Dan here is one of the best exponents in Australia of slap bass. We've just got a couple of moments. Would you like to do something for us in slap?
Sure, okay.
Good on you, Dan.
I'll do a few tricks.
In A?
Yeah, mate.
1, 2.
stand on it, man.
Stand up.
Yeah, stand up. Don't be a fool, boy.
That's just terrific. The versatility of these lads, the versatility.